some people put concrete in, but a lot of times if you you might want a concrete, I still would recommend if you're in a really wet area or something like that, maybe concrete. But as far as these things here, I mean, they very well built, and they even have braces on the inside now that you stub up and put in there. And you know, it's good. And then that's the drain field itself here.
Okay.
And the louvers go in it. Actually, they come a long way too. I can show you something on this. They didn't used to be like this. But now they have braces on the inside, and they used to have an issue with them collapsing, but they improved it so much lately too. So if you look on the inside, see how it's got the braces now.
Yeah,
so you can even drive over it and it don't break. Before it used to be just a hole. It had a problem with the collapsing.
Yeah, because we just had a bunch of field lines last year replaced from property that we bought. You know, septic had to be.
Right.
Yep. So they put a whole bunch of field lines out there. So this is nice.
So and then they come also with everything's pre-done for us now. They come with the baffles, and these go on the inside. This is what's called the baffle that goes inside.
Okay.
And so everything's, we like it.
Yeah. I could tell. Yeah.
They cost a little more,
but in the long run.
But it saves me a lot of time and a lot of issues.
Yeah.
And they have a main gasket all the way around, and see how it's all put together. I mean, it's tight. I've put several of them in. I've never had an issue with it.
So when you guys have to come and pump them out, you just do either side or one side?
The inlet side is most of the time, and that always, and even on the tank, it's always closest to the house, which you know that. But see, everything's already, these things, there's no guessing. Let me step right in and I'll show you. See, even here, it's even pre-marked for us to make our drill holes and all.
Oh,
you see that? So, so
I just think this gets filled up with all kinds of crap, huh?
But anyway, but actually this is 1,060 gallons, so it's a little over 1,000 is what it is. But
I mean, you don't mind if I put you on? I've been keeping you. No, I've been keeping you off because some people are so sensitive about it. But
well, I am wanted.
No. My question is this: you know how they always tell people to put like Riddick's down?
Yes, ma'am.
About once a month. Is that something they should do? A box of Riddick's?
It makes you feel better, I guess. So I can't say it don't hurt.
It doesn't hurt. Okay. I was just wondering, with the systems like you're doing here, the better they get, if that's even worth it. I mean, does it help break down the sewage and all that? Or you really can't tell? It's just when it gets to the point where it has to be sucked out,
You take anything that's been in the ground 30 years or 20 years, and naturally you could have a chance. I know septic tanks been in the ground 30 years, never have. It all depends on how much it gets used, and but it's just like everything else. Roots trees has a big factor with that. So.
That was my other question, with the root system too, because I know this has to. But have they made the material harder for the root system to get through, or there's just no way to bypass any of that?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have that same issue with the rock all the way. The way it's still holes in the pipe. It's got the water's got to come out.
True.
So,
and
what it does is water, actually, in that tank is set. So when I put these in, naturally, there's a different drop here. Out. The holes deeper here, but then from here to our first louver that goes in is actually another 4-inch drop.
Okay.
So then what it does, it allows the water just to flow up. If you didn't have the drop here, then it'll always back up. So it's got to continue to come out and just gradually
slowly go down.
Release. And then your drain field is completely level. It has to be completely level because you don't want it all run to one end. That's what causes it to come out the ground. So when I put this in, I'll take my laser and I'll set it up and I'll find my spot that's exactly the same, and that's where I gotta go to.
Okay.
So it's all level.
Yeah, because I was wondering about that side when DHEC came out and they saw a little hill, but
Well, I might have to rotate it a little bit to the right.
Yeah.
But I gotta keep the contour. So this one here might have to come down just a little bit.
Yeah, because it looks like it's going that way. Mhm.
So wherever that is, I have to keep on grade. I have a little bit to play with on that, but
Mhm.
I mean, depth wise, I mean, I think it's 30 inches, but I cannot go over that 30 inches
Okay.
deep. So I think I'm sure that I think that's what's going to
Okay. Does the company, do they do land clearing and stuff, or you guys just septic?
We do.
You do land clearing?
Yeah, I'm actually the owner.
Oh.
But I
Okay.
work every day.
Okay, yeah. I'm the same way. We work all the
sort of
time.
We don't
All right.
we don't have a lot of help. These guys have been with me. I have another guy that does clearing.
Yeah.
Troy, they've been with me forever. So we can't find no help. So,
Tell
but
me about it.
we probably wouldn't come this far to clear. I mean,
Okay.
just because it's just so far for us to come from the
Okay. Well, maybe I can get some recommendations.
Yeah. I wouldn't say we
Yeah.
wouldn't,
Mhm.
but you know,
I understand.
that's a long
Cost and all that, yeah. Because when we clear that, you can see that ribbon over there. We want to go all the way back to our property line
Right.
and get that all cleared out. And to put the third house, ours, down there eventually. So just
Yeah, but
wanna
you
get
got my
some
number.
prices.
So what'll happen now is I'm gonna go ahead and get all this in, and then I got the inspection set up for 10 o'clock tomorrow. And
Okay.
then the guy comes, so I guess I'll come back because I can't cover it up till he comes. And
Yeah.
then once he comes out, we get our inspection off. We'll cover everything up.
Okay.
And then I just get Miss Sherry to send you whatever she sent you before.
Okay.
Hey, So
So do you want to? Are we good on the other
we
spot?
walk around
Or?
and look at it real quick.
Okay.
John, you can go ahead and take that loose and put some dirt around it. Go ahead and split your 4 inch like that with a clean out. Once you put out, just put a snap on, put tape on it, put a little piece of pipe on it.
Why you not
Yeah, on the front.
leave it?
Yeah, I'll be back just a minute. I get it. I hit you.
Okay, so they're busy working on the first house, getting the septic in. I know the septics have to be, they really don't have a distance between the septic and the house. It's typically like, I don't know if you can see our markers right there. This is where the wells are gonna go. The wells and the septics have to be 100 feet apart. So from that end, all the way underneath the house to where we are going to put the second septic, it's a little over 100 feet or so. And looks like the wells are going to be put in next week. So now I just got to start finding more help as far as getting these houses moved on quicker sooner than later. The nice thing too is out here the masters come out in April. And if we have these little houses ready to go by that time, we can rent them out for the week or however long people are here. But they're gonna come over here, right where that stake is, dig a big hole here and put the septic. And the county will be out here tomorrow around 10 to inspect. So we have our little tree line right here. So he says he's going to put it about right here, the tank. And the field lines are going to run out this way because it's going down slope. We only have to put 45 feet here. So that's going to be fine. This area will grow really well. But you saw what the tanks look like and how they go on the ground. And then they'll run a line over here where the blue bag with brick in it for the stub out. Now the guys at Northeast came back over and redug this drench. It's pretty deep. We'll wait and see what the County says, because the other one's not that deep. So I've talked to Wayne about that. Why is one different than the other? There's my yard art. But this year we're finally being able to move along. We couldn't get guys to come out and do anything. Last year they were so booked out with the housing market. So we just focused on a couple of our other rentals, get them fixed up. Now Aiken County Electrical is going to come out here and put another pole up down there. I don't know if you could see the little pole. It has a flag on it. That's where they're going to put the electric pole, so it can go from that house and then swing on over to this house for power. Now we do have lights up on the poles, so dawn till dusk the lights will turn on and off by themselves. This area will be part of our driveway, which will be cleaned out, and we'll go from there. Then all that acreage over there is ours. We'll decide what we're gonna do later. So I'm kind of excited that this is actually starting to get on the roll, because once we get the wells in here and get everything hooked up and are skirting our landings, then we can, that's where the power pole is going to go, right there.